Just give me a few seconds of your time. I want to say two things. Firstly, a huge thank you for tuning in to Discover EV and watching my reviews. And secondly, if you enjoy what I do here, please do follow the channel and leave comments on what you'd like me to review, and I'll do everything within my power to get the cars that you want to see. Okay, marketing over. Is the Ford Puma Gen-E modelled on a noddy car? Well, it's small and yellow and clearly made for small boys or girls. Look at my stepson struggling to fit inside.
Oh my god, I'm not even going to get in that.
Nope, it's no good. Let's try putting him in the back. Even worse.
Oh my god.
Okay, I confess, he is 6'7", but my husband is 6'3" and tells me there's so little adjustment in the seat and steering wheel that the rear view mirror obstructs his view. I'm almost 6 foot and it's fine for me. So there you have it, fine for your average fella or chick. This is probably why it's been Ford's best-selling car in Europe and #1 in the UK for the past 2 years. But now Ford has released a fully electric version called the Puma Gen-E. It starts from just under £30,000 for the entry select model. Not bad considering the regular Puma starts from £26,580. And Ford are chucking in a free home charger and up to 10,000 miles charging credit thanks to a collaboration with Octopus. For added peace of mind, the battery has a warranty of 8 years or 100,000 miles. Cruise control with intelligent speed limiter, driver alert, lane keeping aid, pre-collision assist, rear parking sensors, rear view camera, speed sign recognition, wrong way alert and LED headlights with auto high beam all come as standard. This one is the mid-level premium model and it starts from just under £32,000. It adds, among other features, a Bang & Olufsen sound system, keyless entry, hands-free tailgate, glare-free matrix LED headlamps and 18-inch alloys. And this one has £3,000 worth of options, including this noddy yellow paintwork with contrasting black roof. The 43 kilowatt-hour battery takes 23 minutes to juice from 10 to 80% at a maximum charging power of 100 kilowatts. Again, not bad. And it has up to 234 miles on a full charge, although we never saw more than 200. Puma ST rivaling acceleration of 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8 seconds and quicker steering response. Outside, it looks much like a regular Puma, except it has a closed grille, or should I say shield, which is Ford talk for a fresh, funky face inspired by the Mustang Mach-E, and these 3-stripe big cat headlights. It's also got white Puma lettering, ow, geeky observation alert, as well as a sporty rear spoiler and unique alloy wheel designs, helping it to slice through the air more effectively. Its party trick is the Gigabox, which is Ford talk for a bloody massive boot, up to 574 litres of room, which is more than a lot of SUVs. And this space here, complete with a drainage plug, can be filled with water to help keep drinks cool, which is really handy if you're out for the day or camping. And it has a 43-litre frunk. The crisp modern design theme continues with an attractive two-tone interior. There are a couple of high-definition screens. One is a fully digital cockpit, the other Ford's Sync 4 infotainment system. Features like cloud-connected navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and built-in Alexa means you always have access to everything you need. The raised centre console is new and allows for increased storage space, and the armrest slides for adjustment, plus there's wireless phone charging. What's it like in the back then? Well, as you can see, I don't have much leg room, and when I sit back, I don't have much headroom either. And there are more scratchy black plastics on the doors, which follow on from the dash and the back of the centre console here. but I do like the mix of Alcantara and leather and white stitching. Just makes it feel a little bit more premium. Now for the child seat test. Despite the fact the door doesn't open very wide, it's not too tricky to get the seat in. If I just feel for the bar, which is quite some way back actually. Wow, this is tricky. There we go, got it. Right side in. Still not in. Left side in. God, imagine if this was your second car and the hassle of trying to do this every time with 2 child seats. Using the electronic shifter behind the steering wheel, flick it down to D and away. If you press the L button on the same stalk, which stands for low, it doesn't quite activate full one pedal drive, but instead applies tweaked regen performance across Puma Gen-E's 4 drive modes, which are accessible via an actual button down below the infotainment screen. And we have Eco, Normal, Sport and Slippery. Oddly, to activate one pedal driving, you need to shift through the settings on the touchscreen, but once engaged, it is sharper and more effective than most in the class. Actual brake pedal feel is firm and progressive, and the transition between regen and friction is generally quite smooth. There's only one choice of powertrain, offering 166 brake horsepower and 214 pound-foot of torque across all 3 trim levels. The range slightly varies between them, and I think that's probably mainly down to wheel sizes. Acceleration feels smooth and linear, and the sport mode just makes it that little bit more responsive. Despite being around 200 kilograms heavier than its petrol-powered sibling, it still retains a lot of the car's fun driving characteristics. The low-mounted battery maintains good balance and minimises body roll through the corners, and it's quick to respond with sharp turning. However, start travelling at pace on uneven surfaces and it can jolt and become quite unstable. Pretty sure that's because this is riding on 18s and 17s would be a lot better. There's a digital propulsion sound which you probably can't pick up on the mic, and it mimics a mild petrol engine growl and builds with speed. It's fairly unobtrusive, but adds to the overall experience. I quite like it. So to sum up then, a £30,000 electric crossover with fan favourite Puma design, an adequate range and charge time, agile engaging handling, but with estate rivalling boot space. This is a genuinely affordable EV from Ford, and considering a lot of UK drivers already drive a Puma or intend to buy one, then the electric version should be a no-brainer for those who want to be more eco-conscious or are attracted to the cheaper running costs. It also aims to compete with other established and upcoming electric SUVs in the compact segment, of which there are many. For similar money, you could buy a BYD Dolphin, Nissan Leaf, Fiat 500e, Citroën EC4 electric, Renault Megane E-Tech electric, Volvo EX30, Hyundai Kona electric, MG4 EV, Peugeot E2008, Skoda Elroq, Jeep Avenger, Vauxhall Mokka-e, Alfa Romeo Junior Electrica and Volkswagen ID3. Major downsides are tight rear passenger space and a modest range. It wouldn't be my first choice, but given the Puma continues to dominate UK sales charts, it's clearly a car with strong appeal. And with EV efficiency, it makes a great daily urban and B-road companion.